Hey folks, it's the Red, and welcome back to the Crash Bandicoot Warp No Damage Run. Here today for Gone Tomorrow. So wait a minute, if it's Gone Tomorrow, why are we in the future? Theoretically, that would mean that whatever it is, isn't here. I'm thinking too hard about the title. We have ourselves another future level. Very fun. I like the future levels, personally. One of my favorite stage types in this game, and unfortunately this is the only other one in the game, so we'll enjoy it while we can. We've got a new enemy here that gives us a good opportunity to try out our new fruit bazooka. You'll show a target after it shoots 3 missiles at you, take aim, and blast it. That's one way to deal with them, but we'll be seeing another one later on. There's going to be a lot of tricky enemy placements in this stage, and also a lot of backtracking. Wow, that was close. Anyway, here's another one of these missile-shooting robots. Dodge left, dodge right, and you can also jump and spin into them if you want. You don't have to use the fruit bazooka. But one thing to note about the fruit bazooka is that it also has the inverted controls that Coco's spaceship had during the engine fight, so if you plan to use that, be prepared to answer to that. Once again, could take a little getting used to, but it's not too bad. Careful when you jump on this guy, because, yeah, that's a narrow platform to land on. And yeah, here's an exclamation box, but as you can see, none of these outline blocks actually filled in. That's because the ones that filled in are behind us. Fun! Don't you just love going backwards across platforms that you can't really see that well? Hope you were paying attention to the level design. And yeah, there's going to be a few instances of that in this level. Should probably go ahead and mention it now. We're not going to be getting either of the gems in this run because the box completion gem requires us to go into the secret route. See, normally we're going to want to keep this arrow box here for that reason, but since we're not going down that route just yet, we're just going to go ahead and break it now. But yeah, if you are going for a box completion, make sure you keep that box there. Now, normally, you're supposed to shoot these exclamation boxes off to the side, but you know me, Mr. Impractical. And there's another one over here. Alley-oop. This is how I bounce. Alright, that's most of the bad stuff behind us. The 2D section coming up isn't so bad. And another nice city view. Very nice. And here's the crystal right at the very beginning of the 2D section. We're also going to have a lot more of these lasers shooting across the side. And more of those robots dancing around them. So be wary of them. Oh no, they're not too much of an issue, though. Don't immediately jump here or you might get poked. Careful as you mind around the TNT, and we're just going to go ahead and blow you up. And yeah, you can actually use that to flip them over. I thought you could bounce on them like you could the turtles of the other games, but apparently not. You just flip them and then you can kill them that way. And you're not going to want to blow up this TNT box here because technically you're going to need it to break those 2 boxes down there once you get them filled in. Again, later on down the road. Of course, you could also just hit those spaces down there with your Wumpa Bazooka. As you can see, I am definitely shooting around the boxes and hitting the outline crates down there, so whatever's down there, after they're filled in, you could hit them with the fruit bazooka, if you wanted to. You don't need to have that TNT there. So, oh well. Options! Also, make sure you're paying attention for this, bonus platform. That's probably the only one in the game that you really have a chance to miss. Anyway, more use of our fruit bazooka for this one. The thing is, now that you have a fruit bazooka, the game expects you to use it to take out nitro crates. Now, we're not going to be seeing any more of the green exclamation boxes. When you see nitro, you need to shoot it. And And this level design teaches us that when you shoot, you collect Wampa that intersects with your shots. Very nice to know. The Fruit Bazooka is pretty fun to use, but often I don't really use it that much. Mainly because I find the aiming to be a little awkward, but mostly because I just like to run and jump and spin. That's my preferred method of attack. Excuse me. Whoa! That was nearly a thing. You can also shoot these turtles with the Fruit Bazooka, and that will flip them over. And right down here is the reason that we're not getting either of the gems right now. Yeah, we're going to need to come back here once we have the green gem. See, besides the gem that you would normally find on that path, there's also an exclamation box there that would fill in all of the outlying crates that we passed up along the way that we couldn't fill in before. So, yeah. Alright, so that's the end of the 2D section. Now we've just got a short 3D section left, and then we'll be at the end of the level. So yeah, this one has a little bit of length to it, but nothing too bad. The level as a whole isn't that bad, really. At least if you're not going for the gems. Another nifty thing about the Fruit Bazooka is that you can actually snipe enemies from a distance using it. See how I flipped that turtle way out there? Very cool. And we're just gonna bolt through here so we don't cause any trouble there. There we go. And yeah, the turtles can flip back onto their front over time, so when you flip them, take them out. Excuse me. And yeah, as you can see, we've got some work to do on the boxes, but that will have to be for another time. We'll just settle for our crystal and call it a day. And with that, that's the end of Gone Tomorrow, at least until it's time to go back for the gems. Only a couple of outtakes to show. The level itself is not too terribly bad if you can handle the enemies. So we'll have a look at those, and be sure to join us next time as we take on level 22, Orange Asphalt. See you then! That would mean that it's here, right? Never mind, I'm dead. But yeah, it's a pretty good opportunity to try out your new weapon. And that was a dumb hit. Also, here's a neat little trick that you can try with the Fruit Bazooka in the medieval levels. If you shoot the wizards with them, you can actually knock them out of their robe and in their underwear. And yeah, they pretty much operate just as they always have. But yeah, it's an interesting trick nonetheless.